What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a new video. And today, I'm back with Dylan, and he thought it would be a great idea to do a 4 a.m. podcast. So here we are.
Hi, everyone. I'm wide awake.
Yeah. So today we're gonna be talking about, or this morning we're gonna be talking about, what the Brewers did at the non-tender deadline, and we're also going to be talking about the Packers and what the David Bakhtiari signing will mean for the future of the organization, and Rodgers MVP case. But before we talk about that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss another podcast. Now, getting that out of the way, um, let's talk about what the Brewers did at the non-tender deadline. I thought some of these were very interesting. Some of them we saw coming, and there's one move in particular that I did not expect at all. But we'll get into that right now with the non-tender deadline. Obviously, the tendered contracts: Josh Hader, Brandon Woodruff. Enough said. Don't really need to say why they are tendered. Best reliever in baseball and an elite ace, hopefully. And Hader and Woodruff, no reason to non-tender them.
I'm trying to plan for cash.
Yeah, or that we should just do that at this point. Signed deals: Orlando Arcia, Omar Narvaez, Manny Pena, and Daniel Vogelbach. The details are: Arcia signed for $2 million, Narvaez for 2.5, Pena for 1.6, and Vogelbach for 1.4. I really love this website, dude, because in one website it gives me all the information I need about how much they're making and who signed what.
Definitely gonna have to keep that for the future.
Yeah, it's fan cited, not sponsored. Yeah. It says here all of these players took a pay cut from their 2020 pre-pandemic salaries, with the exception of Vogelbach, who was a first-time arbitration eligible. They also took less money than they were projected to get in arbitration. Why would they do that? Essentially, if they didn't take pay cuts, the Brewers would not tender them and put them on a very volatile and tough free agent market right now. Okay, sure. Whatever. Okay. Non-tendered: Ben Gamel, Alex Claudio, and Jace Peterson. These players were all non-tendered and immediately become free agents. Ben Gamel would have cost near $2 million, I guess. Ben Gamel was the fourth outfielder, obviously, as we all know. He's mainly coming off the bench. Claudio is coming off another year with a 4+ ERA. Yeah, he can get out.
They kept them for lefty specialists or however they do that.
Yeah, and Jace Peterson was far down on the depth chart. So, yeah.
I got base. That's really about it.
He really can't hit, but he can draw walks, which I liked about him. He could draw walks, so you can afford to put him in the front of the lineup, but at the same time, with his lack of hitting, he really isn't that valuable unless it's a play. Yeah. But yeah. Traded Corey Knebel. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just reading through and see if there's any valuable information. it traded to the Dodgers for a player to be named later or cash. There's still not been any information about that, but I'm guessing cash. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
Seems to be the Milwaukee Brewers thing this offseason is cash, money.
Yeah.
Saving money, they seem to be going all out on that. I mean, it sounds like they're even doing stuff with like other things with the Brewers organization too, where they're cutting costs, like the social media team and stuff I heard about. That's kind of sad, actually. I say it's pretty sad, actually.
And then we signed Zach Green to a minor league contract, third baseman. Yeah, I don't know if there's any stats here. Are there any stats? It's a minor league deal with an invite to spring training. Last year, guys like Logan Morrison and Justin Grimm were signed to the same type of contract, but were absolutely shit.
Yeah. Of course, sometimes it's worked out, though. Like, for example, Wade Miley in 2018 was one of the ones that worked out. But then, yeah, we've had some pretty bad ones, too.
Yeah. A former third-round pick of the Phillies back in 2012, Green, 26, spent several years in the Phillies organization with some decent numbers, making it all the way up to AAA. In 2018, he became a minor league free agent that winter and signed with the Giants. In 2019, in the AAA for the Giants, Green hit .282, had a 3.0 or 3.80, doesn't even say, 659 probably slugging or whatever, with 25 homers, 64 RBIs, and a 1.039 OPS. He earned a call-up for a limited time in 2019, making his major league debut. Although his offensive numbers were not strong in the limited sample size of just 14 at-bats, he went 2 for 14 with a double and 6 strikeouts.
Right.
Yikes. Yeah, in 2020 he was called up, or he was assigned to the alternate training site, did not earn a call up to the big leagues, and became a minor league free agent once again. He's obviously signed with the Brewers now. So it looks promising if he can do that in the majors, but he'll probably be a September call up at best, maybe. But who knows?
Guess he's gonna have to really show out in spring training or whatever to really earn a spot.
Yeah, third baseman is a big lack of depth there.
Yeah, we let Jed Jericho go. We'll see who they replace him with, I guess, if they don't bring him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. We also made another move that was very, very dumb. Let me find his name here. It was like Luke Maley. Never heard of this dude in my life, and has a career 198 batting average. And at first, when I saw this, I'm like, why? And it's a major league contract. It's not a minor league. It's a major league contract. What are we doing?
I heard he's got a minor league option, of course. That seems to be something the Brewers really value. They really seem to like minor league options on players.
Yeah.
That's what it's anyway.
2019 with Toronto, he had a 151 batting average. And this was in 44 games. He had 2 home runs. He had an OBP of 205 and a slugging of 235. And an OPS of, oh my God, 440.
Jeez.
That is major league contract level?
Yeah,
you might as well just sign me. I'll freaking play. You might as well just sign me if you don't want any offense. I mean, you might as well just sign me to that same contract, dude. I'll play, yeah. I can do it. I can tip it. Just like
yeah. Yeah.
Like, what? Why? We already have to deal with Omar Narvaez.
You also signed Manny Pena.
Yeah.
And he's Jacob Nottingham.
We already have to deal with an idiot in Omar. And Pena's good. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I just don't get it.
Sam, I don't understand it either.
Because he's probably going to get cut after training camp or whatever.
They'll probably be in the minors, actually, because he's got a minor league option.
Good.
According to what I read, anyway.
He deserves it.
Yeah. You know, the Brewers love the minor league options.
God. We might as well just sign. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if all of our signings are minor league deals. I wouldn't be shocked at all. But yeah, that's us ranting about the Brewers for 12 minutes. That's all we have about the Brewers, thank God.
Off season so far.
Not a good start.
But anyway, hopefully we should be getting much more positive news now, hopefully, with the Packers.
Yeah. This was a couple weeks ago. The Packers extended David Bakhtiari to like a 4-year, $99 million contract extension. And this was announced during a game. Like, it wasn't announced before. It wasn't announced after. It was announced like in the third quarter of like I believe the Texans game. I was like, oh, okay. I was thinking, did they just like? I was like, did the general manager just walk out there and offer David a contract in the middle of a game?
Actually, I think it was against the Jaguars. I thought it was at Lambeau against the Jaguars, not the Texans, but I could be wrong.
I could be wrong, too. That's why I'm saying that the GM just walk out there and say, hey, I know you're in the middle of a game, but sign here, here, and here.
Sign here, and here.
And I need your initials here. All right, but on the more serious side, I like this. I love it. I knew David was gonna sign a contract extension. I knew we couldn't let him walk. So yeah, I knew that it was a much needed or big time needed signing. Obviously, before the season started, I believe it was. Kenny Clark.
One of the things I think we even mentioned it before in the past that we had to use one of the guys we had to keep.
Kenny Clark, we signed to an extension before the season.
Oh yeah, I think that's when we might have mentioned it. Was when Kenny Clark signed, and we were like, well, now we need to get back Atari locked up, which we did, thankfully.
Yeah, I'd rather have David Bakhtiari over a man we're going to be talking about right now, Aaron Jones.
Nothing against him, but yeah, we there's other positions we need to spend money at than Aaron Jones, personally, in my opinion.
And look what happens when we pay running backs. I mean, the Jets, they cut Le'Veon Bell 1.5 years into their 4-year, $52 million contract. That's a lot of dead money right there. They get that hurts the Jets' cap. They didn't even wait until the season was over, and now I believe he took like a minimum deal in the Kansas City Chiefs. Way to go, Jets! You just made a Super Bowl contender way more better. But, yeah. I mean, just look at Le'Veon Bell and then look at the other running backs. Like, running backs don't get paid as much because, like, they're obviously replaceable. Todd Gurley, sadly, is a kind of a victim of that. He had knee injuries in the Rams Super Bowl push, and that hindered his career, and he's on a cheap deal with the Falcons. Yeah, like running backs. I mean, obviously before the season started, Dalvin Cook got his money, much deserved.
That one, I'll give him his credit.
And then Alvin Kamara held out for like a week, and then he got his money.
They've actually earned it, at least so far, though. Didn't Christian McCaffrey also sign something as well?
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, I believe, signed an extension too. But they all deserve it.
They have shown to be elite, one of the best, and I guess they earned it.
Aaron Jones, on the other hand, I love Aaron Jones. If he takes a pay cut, definitely I'll love to bring him back. But I don't want to pay him no $9-10 million a season.
Or more. Who knows? You might want like $15 million.
My price range would probably be $5 million a year. $4 to $5 million. But he won't take that, obviously.
I'd probably go 7 or 8 at top, and I'd be like, if you want more than that, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Jammal Williams is another guy that he could be cheap. He is an impending free agent this coming off season.
Actually,
he's a good backup option. That's why people have been saying that we could have like AJ Dillon and Jammal Williams as the running backs next season.
Or you can find someone for cheap that could fill in with Jammal Williams.
Because here's the thing, I think the Packers drafted AJ Dillon because they know that either Jammal Williams or Aaron Jones will not be suiting up for the 2021 to 2022 season next year, and they know that either one of them, or hell, you never know, both of them could walk. It depends on how much money teams offer them both. I mean, if Jammal Williams gets overpaid by, like, say, it's a Jets thing to do, so, like, let's say the Jets throw him a 4-year, like, $40 million or something like that. Then, yeah, I'd want Jammal Williams gone. He's not worth $10 million. Yeah, he's not even worth $5 million, in my opinion. But, like, Aaron Jones, he's probably going to get overpaid in the offseason by some team.
That move as well.
there you go again. I was gonna say the Giants, but no, they got Saquon Barkley, so that won't work.
Who knows? The Giants might be like, "Hey, let's get your running backs."
I know they got our linebackers last year. They signed Blake Martinez like 3 years, $30 million, which is an overpayment, and they signed Kyler Fackrell to like a 2-year deal, I believe, or something like that. I don't remember. It was either a 1 or 2 year deal. But they got both our linebackers last year. I kind of miss Kyler Fackrell, but whatever. Not relevant. Aaron Jones and Jammal Williams, I'm confident that they'll re-sign one of them, but I'm not confident that it will be Aaron Jones. But I wouldn't be shocked if we threw money at Aaron Jones because he's a fan favorite and he's a really good running back. But if we overpay Aaron Jones, if we give him $15 million, I'm going to be absolutely livid. Because then what's the point of drafting AJ Dillon, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. He can't block, and obviously he hasn't really gotten the chance to prove himself this year. One being the third running back, and then he got COVID. So yeah, I don't even know if he's back this year yet. I don't even know if he's back since then. I don't know if he like opted out for the season, which I honestly won't blame him for that, or what. But
Yeah. Oh, either.
but I want AJ Dillon involved next season, and I think we have to maybe let Aaron Jones walk. You know, obviously, I believe he's going to be unrestricted. I don't know if they have like restricted free. I mean, yeah, they do, but like I don't know if we have restricted rights on any of those players. So I don't know, but yeah. But moves that we did make, we claimed Tavon, or we didn't claim Tavon, we signed him, but we claimed Anthony Rush off waivers from the Chicago Bears. He's basically like a bench warmer. When I looked up his stats, he only has like a half a sack his career or whatever.
Yeah.
And
hopefully, maybe you'll find a spot in Green Bay and you can show off a bit.
And then we signed Tavon Austin, a receiver, a return guy. They released Darius Shepard, which honestly I'm not shocked.
I forgot they did that.
Yeah, somebody had to go, and I believe it was him that needed to be cut. He was the one that fumbled the ball in the Colts game on the kickoff return.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually when guys fumble, that doesn't pan out well. Ty Montgomery, like a year or two ago, he took the ball out of the end zone. He fumbled the ball. The Rams recovered. He got traded the next day.
Yeah, that was what, like 2 or 3 years ago.
I think that was like 2 years ago. And then
I still remember that game.
and then just look at MVS.
I remember seeing some fans that were pissed off.
Duh. I mean, just look at what happened with MVS. He fumbled the ball in overtime. And yes, I was pissed off about it, but I'm not going to go on Twitter. I'm not going to say, kill yourself.
Yeah, I heard about that, and that's unacceptable. Listen,
I'm not going to go on Twitter and be like, oh, you dropped the ball. You should die now. No. The hell?
I mean, of course I'm not happy that he had bad, but I'm not going to say it doesn't mean that's just wrong.
Yeah, and
actually.
And you know, the funny thing is that MVS didn't even get one target in the Bears game. Not one target, even in overtime, or not in overtime. Garbage time is what I meant to say. Didn't even get one target the whole game. I don't know if they were scared he was gonna fumble it again, or if it was like I don't know what, but he didn't get targeted. I know he was playing because I saw him on the field, but just the ball didn't go to him. I don't know if that was like a punishment or what.
Yeah, I don't know.
2 weeks ago, he had the game of his life. He had like 150 receiving yards. And then one game, you can lose it all, apparently.
Yeah.
The fans turn on you, the organization turns on you, but there's a lot of Twitter support from the teammates, which I loved.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, hopefully MVS can prove that he deserves to still be on the team. Obviously, I won't blame him if he leaves. I mean, who would want to be on a team where if you do something bad in an instant, in a snap, they'll just come out and death threat you. You know? But yeah. New subject. Kenny Stills. He's a free agent. He got waived by the Texans, and I think the Packers should pick him up. Obviously,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I think so as well. Especially for the playoffs, I think he could be a really nice weapon.
Obviously, we got Tavon Austin, so it probably won't happen because the front office will think, "Oh, we did enough to help." I think we still need that, not another guy, you know.
A veteran especially would help for the playoffs.
Yeah, because I don't know if Alan Lazard, Equinemius St. Brown, who again, who Packer fans were trolling on Instagram for for being quote trash. They're saying, "Hold on to the damn ball, catch the ball for once." You know, I saw that and I'm like, "Oh my god, whatever." But yeah, I think we still need Kenny Stills, but that'd be a pretty good, dope receiving core in the playoffs. You got Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver.
Yeah,
Kenny Stills,
the best. Alan Lazard. It's been really good this season.
Kenny Stills, Tavon Austin in the receiving and the return game. That's a deadly offense right there, and I think the front office needs to do something about that. But
I agree.
I don't know if they'll do it. I'm gonna actually look up and see if there's any recent news on Kenny Stills. Not really seen anything except for him being released, obviously. But yeah, it's just saying the New Orleans Saints should make a move for Kenny Stills, but it doesn't say that they're interested at all. So there hasn't really been a report of who's interested.
That's kind of odd, if you ask me. You think there'd be at least a few teams showing interest, but
yeah, he cleared waivers, so
maybe the Green Bay Packers are going to work quiet. They seem to be like that sometimes, or most of the time, I should say.
Yeah. But Kenny Stills, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were moving on to the next topic, but continue.
Yeah, I guess we can. Aaron Rodgers. Oh man, MVP.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he deserves it. If he continues to play like he's played before, or if he continues to play like he's been playing this season, and if Russell Wilson continues to throw interceptions, is unanimous for MVP. He reached.
It sounds like it's going to be either Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes right now. Sounds like the two clear, obvious ones. I personally, not just because I'm a Packer fan, but I actually think Aaron Rodgers has earned it a bit more. I seen something that said that Aaron Rodgers has gone up against like 7 elite defenses or something like that, and then Patrick Mahomes has only gone up against like 2 or 3. And Aaron Rodgers still has just as good, if not even better, numbers than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, let's look up Patrick Mahomes' numbers.
Honestly, I'm not going to complain. To me, it's either Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers, but I think Aaron Rodgers has done a bit better.
Yeah.
Resume is a little bit better, too, being being that he's gone up against a lot of top defenses this year as well, and he's done very good as well.
He's got over 50K. He's
the Tampa Bay game. Otherwise, he's been phenomenal.
He's got over 50K passing yards, right?
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just passed that against the Bears, I believe. He'll probably get 400 touchdowns later today against the Eagles.
I hope so.
He'll probably throw for 3 or 4, I'm guessing, at least. Maybe even 5. Beat the Eagles.
We better freaking beat the Eagles, dude. We better beat the Eagles. I swear to God, watch Wentz just go off for 400 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. That'd just be the most Packer thing to do.
Yeah, it would be, but...
And then everybody would call us frauds, which I would think that too.
I wouldn't be surprised that happened, but I doubt it, though, obviously. He hasn't been that great, and Jared Alexander's elite. He's been insanely good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not worried about that, but hey, it's the Green Bay Packers and Wisconsin sports, so I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
Who are the other MVP candidates, by the way? Obviously, we got Russell Wilson, well, then Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. Who else do you think's in that conversation?
I have no idea.
I heard some people talking about, like Dalvin Cook or like Derrick Henry, of course.
I mean, but maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
MVP, especially Dalvin Cook on the Vikings.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but okay.
It's not if it's not gonna happen. It's either gonna be Mahomes or Rodgers, most likely, for MVP.
Yeah, both those guys. Both those guys deserve it.
Honestly, yeah. If Patrick Mahomes wins it, I'm not going to complain either, but he's been incredible himself. But I think Aaron Rodgers has been a bit better, though, personally. Just my opinion. His numbers, I think, are a bit more impressive. I mean, he's gone up against better defenses this year, and I think that's been insane with what he's done. And this kind of goes into our next question that I seen actually a comment on that, and I thought it'd be an interesting one to bring up is, do you think Aaron Rodgers can reach 50 touchdown passes this season? He's at 33 right now, I believe.
Well, let's study the opponents left.
Eagles later today.
Yeah, that's hopefully about 5 right there.
Yeah, I'm guessing that'll be like 4 or 5, I'm hoping.
Lions, potential for that.
Playing the Lions, that's probably another 4 or 5.
Carolina, maybe. Tennessee, doubt it. Chicago.
Probably another great game, assuming he's playing.
Yeah. So, potentially, I don't think so. Maybe he'll get close, but who knows? Crazier things have happened.
That's only because I feel like he's going to have a game or two where he's just going to go off like 5 or 6 touchdowns. He might even have like multiple. You got the Eagles who seem to suck. From what I've seen on that, I feel like he could easily get 5 or 6 touchdowns against the Eagles.
Yeah.
And I feel like when we play the Lions, of course, he probably will get 4 or 5. Or in, like, the Bears as well. Or Carolina isn't. I don't know about Carolina, actually. Are they any decent on defense? I don't know about them that much.
Carolina, I know all their picks in the draft were defense. They're 4-8. I mean, they've given up a decent amount of points. They did have one shutout, but that's against the Lions. Congratulations.
I think Aaron Rodgers will probably get multiple. I mean, he got, 3 or 4 against the Colts, and they're considered, the best in football.
Yeah, maybe.
Carolina, I mean, I think he could definitely get. I mean, he's just on a mission this year. He's been incredible, I think.
And the big boy just turned 37.
Yeah, he just turned 37. Hopefully, he can. Hopefully, he gets. That'd be cool to see him get 50 touchdown passes, and of course, win MVP. But the most important one I want, though, is Super Bowl. I want another Super Bowl with him before he goes.
Yeah, same here.
Watch us make the Super Bowl, and it'll be against the Steelers again.
Oh, boy.
That for Rivers Aaron Rodgers rematch 10 years later.
Yeah.
I feel like that game would actually be a nightmare. I feel like they'll just totally copy the 49ers plan from the championship game. Ben Roethlisberger is not really that good, and he's okay, but I feel like James Conner, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
I feel like he'll just go off, and they'll just keep feeding him the ball like a million times. And then our defense will just be. That's pretty much what's carrying them, is their defense, is what I've seen.
Yeah.
I've heard, but I know they just lost someone that was really good, though. What's his name? It was Bud or whatever. I forget his name.
Bud Dupree.
Yeah, that's his name.
Bud Budenholzer.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm done.
I was gonna say, I think that was kind of it. I mean, went over everything. Hopefully, the Packers can win against the Eagles. Or at least I should say they better.
Yeah.
That's a sure you need to win.
Must win right there, but
Honestly, I feel like the rest of the games we got are must wins. But I feel like we're gonna lose one more though, at least.
yeah.
If we do, it's probably gonna be Tennessee because Derrick Henry, most likely.
I'm nervous for that game. But
Yeah.
make sure to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more 4 a.m. podcasts.
Normally we don't get up this
it's about to
early.
be freaking 5 a.m. Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, normally this doesn't happen, but we had
But Dylan's like, you trying to kill us?
I was up and I felt like it. Actually, I talked about it for a Friday night, but you must have been tired or something.
I worked until like 12:30. I was pretty tired that night.
Yeah, I was up and waiting for you, and I'm like, it was like 1. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. I figured I guess you're done for the night.
Yeah, I was annoyed at work, but whatever. Like, subscribe, comment, more ideas. Peace.
Adios.